A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I would be talking about a divine masculine who wants to get out of lust. Now, I'm channeling someone who is doing inner work. This person is very serious about inner work. And I am being shown a male person with male gender. And I'm also being told that this can apply to females also who are struggling with the issues of lust. But as per this channeling, this is about a man who has been doing inner work for some time, and he has a lot of, lot of emotions, lot of, he truly wants to do well in life and to be somewhere, where he's close to the higher beings. He wants to experience ascension. A lot of times what happens is that we don't know what ascension means actually. So we just pursue it. But actually we all want love. We all want to be loved. We all want to be happy. We don't want to be sad. We don't want to be in the situations where nobody loves us. Every single person wants to be loved. And everyone wants true love. Because when we are programmed, we don't know at that point in time what is true love. We feel that lust is love. But those who are very intelligent and wise and they are different, those who are not very much attached with the worldly world, the worldly reality, these type of people, they always look for true love. And they are mostly disappointed. Mostly they get disappointed because they always have this question, who loves me for real? Who really loves me? For just the way I am, for who I am. This feeling of emptiness, this feeling of hollowness is what this masculine is experiencing. This masculine is experiencing a lot of pain. And somehow they feel that they don't want anybody in their life who loves them in a physical way, or who loves them in a way that it's more like give and take. They don't want this business in their life, this business of give and take. They only want the real love. And it seems that they have been used a lot. They have had sexual relationships, intercourse with many different people. And I'm being shown a heterosexual man over here. So if it's a woman, then the same thing applies. I'm not being shown in this channeling about same-sex people or transgenders because I actually asked this question, but I was told that whether it's a same-sex person also, like a homosexual also, they also relate with a specific energy type. So a homosexual can feel that okay, they are the feminine or they are the masculine. Even in homosexuality, one person plays the masculine role and the other plays the feminine role. So from that perspective, you can figure this out, this channeling out. But no matter what your sexual preference is or what your gender is, one thing is for sure, this masculine is representing a lot of people who are done with lust. This masculine, this male person, this male individual is representing a lot of people who are done with lust, who feel this give and take business of love is not their cup of tea. They don't want to, go into bed with someone or sleep with one more person, one new person. They're even questioning marriages, relationships, because maybe when they were younger, they probably did not have so much interest in these type of things, in sex or intimacy. But when they started hanging out with other friends or other people, they learned or they were programmed that, if you're in a relationship, then this is a really important thing. Without this thing, you cannot be happy. Or you are not even in a legitimate relationship. A legit relationship only happens when you're doing this. Now, there is no problem in when two people are doing something. There is no problem. They can. It's their life. Whatever they want to do, they can do. The problem this man is facing is why does it have to be in a certain way? Why these things have to be so calculated? Why is it about the first kiss, the first this, the first that, the first Valentine's Day or whatever. He is seeing lust in everything right now. He is going through a very difficult time also, I can sense. This masculine is going through a lot of difficulty right now. Because it seems they lost someone very close to them. They lost someone very important. Someone very near and dear to them. Or it could be possible that maybe they are just having a lot of epiphanies and realizations at the same time. But something has triggered pain inside this person. A lot of pain, anger, frustration, and a lot of questions. But nobody is answering the questions. Nobody is saying, yeah, okay, fine, you got to do this. They are feeling that nobody cares about them, nobody loves them. When I say they, I'm talking about all the people who are somehow connected to this channeling. See, because sometimes what happens is that we listen to the channeling and we feel it's happening to us. And sometimes we listen to the channeling and it feels like it could be happening to someone else also who's very close to you. And the third thing is that you totally relate with the topic. You may not be a person who is having a very difficult time right now, but you understand this pain and you understand this topic because you have gone through it, or you have struggled with this problem that people only want you when you give something to them. That itself is called lust, because the love is not unconditional, the love is conditional, and it's based on the body. It's based on the body, the physical things that people do. So he is saying that why can't someone just love me just the way I am? And anyone who wants to bash the masculine, this channeling is not for that. So please don't put down your negative comments. I will delete you and I will block you literally if you do this on this channeling also, because this is a very pure channeling. This is a very pure channeling. We need to respect these ideas and these thoughts. If a person somewhere is going through a lot of pain because they got truly betrayed by someone, they got used by someone, they got backstabbed by someone, we should not be happy about it. At least not at this time. Actually, we should be happy in the way that, okay, finally they are realizing. Finally they are realizing that love is above these things. But there are so many feminines also, females also, feminine with obviously can be male also, male body, feminine energy. And when I say these things, I am clearly talking about people who are experiencing the polarized version, the polarized feminine or polarized masculine. Actually, all twin flames have both masculine and feminine energies, but they choose a template or they choose a life where they go through a lot of pain or a lot of programming, deep rooted conditioning they go through, because of which they split into polarized feminine or polarized masculine. And then slowly and gradually then they swap it. Whatever they are in first, they will swap it with the other. So they will know what feminine energy feels and then they will know what masculine energy feels. And after this process is complete, they'll finally start merging the energies. The dual energies will start merging into singular energies. So if someone is going through pain and if that pain is teaching them a lesson, and if you love them, if you've ever loved these people, then you will not feel happy, oh wow, they are suffering, oh my god, amazing, they deserve it. Some of you might genuinely feel that the person you are listening in for, or the person you want to be happy, you are a well-wisher, you feel that they have done a lot of bad things in life, they've hurt me also. You might be thinking they've hurt you also. Me as in when you're talking to yourself. They might have hurt you also. But my friends, the best way to ascend faster is to let it go, to forgive people. It's very difficult to forgive someone who has done nice things to you, who's loved you. Really impossible, to forgive someone who's been very loving, affectionate, kind, compassionate. You cannot forget such people. You cannot move on from such people who are so unconditional in their approach. That seems quite logical, right? Quite logical when someone is very pure and some situation happens, like maybe it's life or death. maybe it's a natural calamity, maybe it is some disease. That type of a reason has been given, and because of which you separate. In my book, In the Name of Love, there is a story about two characters, Suzanne and Yudhvir, and both of them love each other a lot. They're literally like the best couple you can ever imagine, you can ever think about. But one of them passes over, they die, one of the person dies in the relationship, and the other one is left behind, crying, sobbing, going through a lot of pain and difficulty, not knowing what to do. At this point in time, they have to mingle with other people also. And this was like a little bit of like a secret, The other person, Suzanne, had not really talked so much about Yudhvir in her family, with her family members. This is inspired by real life story also. And I experienced a mystical intervention at that time. The soul had contacted me to write this story, actually. The soul of the deceased person, the man that I'm talking about, Yudhvir, he contacted me and he asked me to compile this. Or he gave me the signs like first step, second step. And that inspired me to write this story. And this is a very pure love story. Because people are getting separated everywhere we see, because of breakup, because of ego, because of blocking, because of cheating, scandal, something. This is such a pure love story that there was no such problem between these two people. And Yudhvir really loved Suzanne. He really loved her and she really loved him. Everything was going great, but one fine day, he has an accident and he dies immediately on the spot. But after that, what happens, how they reconnect, that is what the story is all about. And if you guys want to read this story from my book, In the Name of Love, then please buy the Kindle copy only, because it is the latest edited version. I don't know why, but before 2020, I was guided to edit this book. See, everything happens very magically on this planet, especially on the ascension journey. It's all very unexplained and very magical. So I was literally guided in 2018, because I had written the book in 2009 and 10. And this story was not the only one where I was contacted by someone who had crossed over. I think all the 5 stories were given to me in this manner, so that true love could prevail on this planet, unconditional love could prevail on this planet, so that people would know what really true love is all about, and why we come to earth, and what is unconditionality in relationships and everything that we do. Because how we do one thing is how we do everything. If you love your pet unconditionally, it is not possible that you're a type of person who does not understand love. You definitely understand love, because you have someone in your life who you love so unconditionally, without any give and take, without any greed. So here, there is some kind of, I sense some kind of death is happening. It could be the ego death. It could also be end of attachment phase. It could also be that the male in this channeling did lose someone very near and dear, and they felt that every other relationship is just nonsense. They just don't want to talk about romance. They just don't want to talk about anything which reminds them of this worldly world, because they are sick and tired, and they don't want to see anybody who comes with this type of a seductive stance or approach, or acting like, okay, I love you, but actually they don't. Actually, they are just sexually and physically attracted towards you, and just to satisfy that lust, they are doing everything they can. And he does not like that anymore. He does not want that anymore. He is done with these games people play in the name of love. Real love they don't want to talk about, but in the name of love, he feels that he has been used by many people for his looks, for his money, for his body. And it could also be possible that somebody in this channeling, I sense a very strong vibe, someone was their feminine counterpart, but they misunderstood that person also, because definitely there was an element of lust. So their running was triggered by the sexual exchange these two people had, because the masculine felt that even the feminine, the male felt that even the feminine wants to use him just like everybody else, and there's no love or nothing. But actually there was love. There was a lot of love. But that time they were not healed. They were both, confused. They were not awakened properly. And while the masculine is thinking, she wants to use me, the feminine is also thinking the same thing, that he wants to use me. That's what he's doing. He wants to use me. He wants to have fun with me, and that's it. So eventually when they go away, for some time this illusion looks like what I just spoke about, that yes, this person was never there for me. They never loved me because they're never there for me. So this is where I will close this channeling session. This divine masculine wants only love, nothing else. He's done with everything now. He even says that if I marry my wife also, someone, I will not have any sexual exchange with her. I will marry her only for the person she is and only for the way she conducts herself. She's beautiful soul, she's kind-hearted, she's very loving and understanding. Only then I will be with someone, otherwise no. And these type of people are very rare. These type of people are mostly doing things for other people. They are mission oriented. So, well, he will find this person, as much as my intuition is telling me. But this is a very difficult phase. He's very heartbroken right now. Like a lot of pain this person is going through. They're crying, they're sad. And we should not feel happy if someone is sad. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah, for your personal situations, you can write to me at the sunamoon@gmail.com after you go through the description box, and all the fees, everything is mentioned over there. And please do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me, because I use intuitive readings, spiritual modalities and tools and techniques to help you get the correct answer, whatever you need energetically at that point in time. I will see you soon in another one. Bolo Siyavar Ramchandra ki Jai, Bolo Hanuman ki Jai. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.